They say we get what we deserve, but what if that's the biggest lie you've ever believed? We see the images everywhere. The burnout at work after giving your all, the slow fade of a relationship you fought to save, the quiet moments where you look in the mirror and ask, what did I do wrong to deserve this? But what if life isn't punishing you? What if it's just reflecting what you've been tolerating? This isn't about blame, it's about awakening. The idea that we get what we deserve is a fracture in our understanding of reality. It's a myth built on a foundation of sand. Because how exactly do you measure deserving? Is there a universal scale that weighs your effort against your outcome? Your kindness against your rewards? Your morality against your happiness? There isn't. You could work 18-hour days, be the kindest person in every room, and still find yourself falling behind. You can be the most loyal partner and still face betrayal. The universe doesn't keep a scoreboard of your good deeds. This concept of deserving is an illusion we use to try and make sense of the chaos, to create a feeling of control where there often is none. But while we can't measure what we deserve, we can absolutely measure what we tolerate. That is the metric that life actually responds to. Look at the person who does everything right at their job. They're loyal, hardworking, and never complain. Yet they're consistently overlooked for promotions, handed the work no one else wants, and left feeling invisible. They believe they deserve more, but their actions are screaming to the universe that they will tolerate less. Their reality isn't a reflection of their worth or their effort. It's a direct reflection of the low bar they've allowed others to set for them. Their internal sense of deserving and their external boundary of toleration are in direct conflict. So if we can't measure what we deserve, what exactly are we living out? The answer is simpler and far more confronting. We are living out the exact standard we are willing to accept for ourselves. Life is a mirror. It doesn't give you what you want or what you think you've earned. It gives you a reflection of what you believe you are worthy of, demonstrated by what you allow into your space. Think about it. Staying in that draining job where your creativity goes to die, not because you can't leave, but because the familiarity of the misery feels safer than the uncertainty of change. You are tolerating the theft of your potential, accepting passive-aggressive comments or a lack of respect in a friendship or relationship, biting your tongue to avoid a fight, telling yourself, it's not a big deal. You are tolerating the erosion of your dignity, constantly putting your own needs on the back burner, your rest, your hobbies, your peace, to keep everyone else happy, to be the easygoing one. You are tolerating self-abandonment. These tolerations are not character flaws. They are symptoms. They are survival strategies learned over a lifetime. You're not weak for allowing them. You've just learned to survive in environments that taught you to shrink, to make yourself smaller to fit into spaces that were never meant to hold all of you. But here is the brutal, liberating truth. Every time you say it's fine when it's not, you're teaching life what to send you next. You are sending a clear signal to the world and to your own subconscious that this is acceptable. This is your standard. This is the baseline from which your reality will be built. Your life isn't happening to you, it's responding from you. The universe isn't a judge, it's an echo, and it can only echo the sound you're willing to make. So why? Why do we do this? Why do we tolerate pain, disrespect, and a life that feels like a shadow of what it could be? This is where we have to look under the hood, at the hidden architect of our lives, our own belief systems. This isn't about surface-level desires. It's about the deep, unconscious programming that runs the show. Ask yourself these questions and be brutally honest. Why do I tolerate this pain? Do I, on some level, believe this is all I am worthy of? Am I secretly afraid of what would happen if I actually got everything I wanted? Am I reliving someone else's belief about me? A parent's criticism? A teacher's doubt? A former partner's judgment? This pattern is often a form of self-sabotage, but not in the way you think. Self-sabotage isn't a mission to destroy yourself. It's a misguided mission to protect yourself. Your brain is wired for survival, and survival means sticking with what's familiar. If your emotional normal growing up was chaos, instability, or feeling unseen, then your brain will unconsciously seek out situations that replicate that feeling. Why? Because it knows how to survive that. It has a playbook for that pain. A healthy, loving, stable environment can feel terrifyingly unfamiliar, leaving your nervous system on high alert. So you tolerate the bad job or the difficult relationship because in a twisted way, the pain feels like home. It feels safe. This is the core work of inner child healing. It's about recognizing that the shame, guilt, and beliefs of unworthiness you carry are not yours. They are old echoes, outdated survival software you were handed as a child to navigate your world. You're not broken. You're just repeating an outdated story. The first step out of this cycle is not a grand, dramatic action. It is a quiet, internal shift. It is awareness. Awareness is the moment you stop numbing and start noticing. It's the moment you stop calling your exhaustion normal and start calling it a symptom of your tolerations. This is the first, most crucial part of any healing journey. I want you to take a moment, either now or after this video, and make a list. Not a to-do list, but a toleration list. What are you tolerating that drains your energy? A messy room? A one-sided friendship? A job that makes you count the minutes? A negative inner voice? Write it all down without judgment. This isn't an exercise in self-criticism. This is an exercise in data collection. These tolerations are not your failures. They are clues. They are signposts pointing directly to the hidden beliefs you hold about yourself. Seeing them clearly, written on a page, is the first act of radical self-love. It's you, finally saying to yourself, I see you. I see how much you've been carrying, and we don't have to do this anymore. Once you have awareness, the next step is confrontation. Not confrontation with others, but with the narratives inside your own mind. This is where you summon the courage to question the stories you've accepted as truth. Look at your toleration list, and for each item, ask yourself, whose voice told me I wasn't enough to have better than this? Was it a parent, a teacher, society? It's crucial here to differentiate between real guilt and inherited guilt. Real guilt comes from a specific action where you violated your own values. Inherited guilt is the free-floating feeling of being bad or not enough that was programmed into you. It's the voice that says you're selfish for wanting to rest or difficult for having needs. You must learn to see that voice not as your own, but as an echo of the past. This is where a profound mental reframe can change everything. Maybe you don't need to change yourself to finally earn love and respect. Maybe you just need to practice a deep and abiding self-compassion. And remember that you were already born worthy of it. Your worth is not a reward for good behavior. It is your birthright. This brings us to recalibration. This is where you actively begin to rewrite your story, not with words, but with actions. You start by redefining deserving. Let's throw that word out. It's loaded with judgment and impossible standards. Instead, let's replace it with allowing. What are you willing to allow into your life? This shift in language moves you from a passive position of hoping to be rewarded to an active position of curating your own reality. Start small. The goal isn't to burn your entire life down overnight. The goal is to make one small, new choice today. Allow yourself 10 minutes of unapologetic rest. Say no to one small request that would drain you. Buy yourself the good coffee. These aren't frivolous acts. They are declarations of worth. They are tiny votes for a new reality. This is how you cultivate an abundance mindset, the belief that there is enough joy, love, and success for you right now without you having to suffer first to earn it. Your purpose on this earth is not to spend your life proving you are worthy. You are not here to earn your place. You are here to express the worth that is already inside you. So here is the paradox we close on. Maybe life doesn't give us what we deserve, but it will, without fail, always give us a perfect reflection of what we tolerate. The universe isn't judging you, it's simply matching your frequency. The moment you decide to stop settling, you begin healing. The moment you choose your own peace over pleasing others, you begin to change the reflection in the mirror. You don't need to become someone new. You don't need to be fixed. You just need to stop abandoning who you already are. If this hit you, don't just like the video. Start changing what you tolerate, even in the smallest way, today. In the next video, we'll talk about the real reason your healing journey keeps restarting. and the one simple shift you can make to finally break the loop for good.